All right, everybody. Welcome to my Forex trading journey. This is going to be day 45. And yep, it took us about 30 minutes before we could get a trading opportunity, but we indeed was able to go ahead and get that done. So you got a sell going on with Cardano at the moment. And we also do have a sell for UK oil with the sell arrow here taking precedence right here. That particular trade will appear to be ready here within the next 4.5 minutes. So we're going to be waiting on that. Platinum, we don't have anything. Silver, we don't have anything. Gold versus euro, we don't have anything. XRP versus USD, we do not have anything. Dash versus USD, we don't have anything. LTC USD, we do not have anything. US oil, nothing, and gold, nothing as well. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wait for some of these particular opportunities that we have going on right here. Cardano in particular, and US oil coming here very, very, very shortly. We will go ahead and allow those particular trades to play out. So, with that being said, I figured I'd go ahead and I would, for lack of a better word, just come on here. And what I wanted to go ahead and talk about today was we were talking about the Miracle Morning by Hal Chase. We've been focusing on that book for a little bit now, just combing over the past couple of weeks. And we touched on what I'd like to call one of the saver principles for the Miracle Morning. Now, for lack of a better word, what that means specifically is this particular piece of information is for allowing us to make sure that we are utilizing our Miracle Morning just right. Now, we talked about how that first hour of the day, whenever you wake up, is very important, as that, for lack of a better word, will set the tone for how your entire day is going to look like moving forward. So if it's a productive first hour of the day, then chances are more than likely you are going to have a more productive day. If it's sluggish, well, that first hour of the day, well, chances are your day will be sluggish. So the reason we talk about these saver principles is to ensure as you move forward, and again, this could account to Forex trading, this could be accounting to just life in general, but the idea, the concept behind this principle is you would want to go ahead and ensure that you're using that first hour of the day and maximizing that to your full advantage. So let's talk about, or let's continue on with the saver principle. The first one we were talking about, which is S, and the S stands for silence. So silence to us can mean so many things out in the world. I do believe that silence has its power, because we talked about how allowing the noise, which is the phone communications that are going on, or even the, depending on who wakes up with you, allowing that as well into your life. Not to judge anybody or not to cast any dispersions. It's not what we do, but the goal, right, is to make sure you're encompassed in total silence for a good period of that first hour of the day. That way you can clear your mind, and that way you are ready to ensure that the rest of the day is going to be productive when you do allow the noise to come in. So what does that look like? There are so many things in terms of what you can do for this silence method. There's a couple of methods I've written down for everybody. Ones that I myself even use. So I go to meditation, right? And that's the first thing I wrote down. And when I think about it, when I reflect on it, I wake up, 4:30 in the morning. That's about 30 minutes before I'm ready to start trading. And what I do within that particular time is I grab my little recording. It's about a 20-minute recording of affirmations. And with these particular affirmations being played over in my brain and sitting there in silence and allowing myself to absorb all the affirmations that I can daily, what that does for me is it puts me in a more calmer state of mind. I'm not thinking about what's going on in my life at the moment, but instead I'm thinking about the possibilities that are open to me today, because I have decided to take advantage of this day. And again, I could certainly not be any more grateful. Let me go ahead and take this sell on oil, by the way. Certainly can't be any more grateful that right now I have the ability to go ahead, and I'm just looking at everything else just to make sure we don't have a opportunity lined up, which it appears we do not have at the moment. So again, we're just concentrating on the sell on UK oil and the sell on that's gold, that Cardano. That's Cardano right there. We're concentrating on that sell right there. Plus that sell on UK oil. But coming back to what we were talking about right now. So I allow these meditations to come into my head. It allows me to then have a calmer state of mind. It allows my brain to wake up in the best way possible. I'm not waking up necessarily because, well, I do have a cup of coffee in my hands, Bustelo coffee, the best dang coffee in the planet. Someone can argue with me on that in the comments if they would like to, but I doubt you're going to find a better brand than Bustelo. Coming back to the main point now. So meditation does allow me to go ahead and allow myself to have a better frame of mind, especially when I'm trading. I believe it's very important to make sure that your brain, that you yourself are at that calm state of mind where emotions do not take control over you. And we talked about this so many times, how emotions can indeed harm you, especially when you're trading. Because with emotions, you don't necessarily follow the mechanical plan that we've built together, like we talked about so many times in the past, where those emotions, and trust me, I have been in situations where I allowed trades to without the meditation. So let me go back. Before I had meditation and what I do to meditate, I didn't necessarily take full advantage of that. And certainly that harmed the way that I was trading out in the market. And because that harmed the way that I was trading in the market, I was not being as successful as I could have been in the past. It certainly did indeed harm me. So the solution to doing all that, the solution to not putting myself in that repetitive cycle where I'm for lack of a better word, screwing myself over, was for me to start meditating. And so that 20-minute meditation, that's part of it. And then after my trading day, I do have about 12 minutes, right around there, to listen to another meditation, which again, just ingrains more positive affirmations that I'm looking for into my brain. And we said this so much, right? It's the next level thoughts that you need to start with in order to produce those next level feelings that allow you to produce those next level capabilities, that allow you to produce those next level actions that will allow you to deliver those next level results. So meditation is one, prayer is another one. I myself, I have my own way of praying, if you will. Maybe not necessarily the most conventional. I don't know if journaling is considered a form of prayer, but I do believe that is my own form of prayer. And again, it doesn't matter what the conventional style of prayer is. Prayer could mean anything to you that you would like. If that's journaling for you, like for me, more power to you. If you have another way to prayer, again, more power to you. Reflection, I reflect on, and I don't think about the past too much, but I do in that state of meditation. I reflect on what I was able to accomplish the rest of the day, give myself a little pat on the back. Again, it's okay to celebrate yourself. If there's one thing that I took away from, and I mentioned this on one of my social media posts on Saturday, I listened to Vanessa Samina, a very amazing spiritual teacher that's online on YouTube. What she told, or one of the pearls of wisdom that I was able to take from that, was indeed the importance of celebrating yourself, celebrating the fact that, hey, you decided to, or you chose, I should say, to watch this particular video. And because you're either interested in learning about what we're doing right here with the Forex trading market, the $6.6 billion a day market, or you're wanting to go ahead and sharpen up those skills, no matter which way or no matter the reason for you being here, I do want you to take a moment and pat yourself on the back, congratulate yourself for being here and wanting to take advantage of this market and wanting to better improve your life. That is a decision to be celebrated and not just tolerated. And then we talk about deep breathing. So, I am very much self-aware that before I understood what exactly deep breathing meant to me, I knew that a lot of the time I was like, very shallow breaths, very shallow breaths that, do indicate that there was a form of, and it's going to sound a little weird, so bear with me. They were sounding like there was a lot of tightness around my body. And what I mean by tightness is, I was very rigid. I was very, very much tuned to the mundane world, if you will, that was not putting me in the greatest position most of the time. And so now I've learned to control my breathing. Instead of shallow breaths, I first am aware that I am doing shallow breaths, and then I work on my deep breathing. And then once I work on my deep breathing, I start to realize, like, for example, right? Let me go ahead and practice some deep, again, as weird as this is, let me practice my deep breathing. And see that action right there, right? Just that quick action of deep breathing has already put me in a better state. So deep breathing to me is just for lack of a better word, a self-awareness check to make sure, hey, Jordan, are we good? Or are you all right? The world not getting to you? And it's not. And so when I know that it's not, that's how I know the deep breathing is working. So I do recommend practicing deep breathing. And then lastly, gratitude. I can't stress enough how important gratitude is. For me, I could already practice a few things of gratitude at this particular moment. I woke up today. Very grateful for that. I don't know a lot. There's a lot more people who have not gotten to my particular age, and I am very much self-aware of that. So I need to be grateful for another day that I have on this plane that we call the Earth. I am grateful for being able to do day 45 with you guys. Think about it. We started on day 1 and now we're at day 45. Like, I'm super grateful that happened. And the as far as what I like to call the another thing I could be grateful for, I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to teach what I know, and I'm grateful to continue to learn and continue to increase my knowledge so that I can give it right back to the community for you. And I'm so grateful now that I'll keep mentioning these because I journaled them, right? I am so grateful now that I'm a world-changing emperor. I am so grateful now that I'm a 10, 11, 12 counting figure earner. I am so grateful now that I am a global network. And it's that spirit of gratitude to me that, I know I've been practicing it since July of 2021, but it's really been a more matter of now me being self-aware, especially as we move forward throughout these Forex Journey days, of how important it is to be in that spirit of gratitude. Because if I don't have that, if I don't continually practice that routine, now I'm not perfect. There are days that I do mess up. And trust me, you do not need to be perfect. It's okay to have days where you might fall off. But then I mentioned the 51% rule that Chris Winfield taught me. By the way, very grateful, by the way, that I'm going to be able to spend some time with them a little bit later today. We actually might end the trading session just a little bit early today. I'm planning on ending the session around 8:45 a.m. my time, because at 9 a.m., that will be when I will be able to participate in that deeper dive pregame challenge that I definitely believe is important, that I need to mark as a priority in order to make sure that I'm communicating, that I can improve my communication skills, improve the way that I market, so that I can address more people, that I could have a bigger audience. Now, a bigger audience to me isn't important. That's not how come I'm doing it. I always believe in, and Jennifer Gottlieb taught me this acronym, by the way, who I'll be listening to a little later today, is HOPE, which is help one person each day, every day. But the idea is the more that I can go ahead and share and increase my marketing skills, the more chances I can go ahead and accomplish that HOPE goal. It's not selfish for me. I definitely don't believe it's selfish to want to have a wider net, to talk to more people, to increase your audience, to scale up your content. However, I do believe foremost in the principle of help one person every day. And I want to make sure that I go ahead and complete that particular objective the best way that I can. And I know that in order to help one person eat every day, the first thing that must be done is I need to help myself. And this particular training session that's going to be taking place, by the way, today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So I do want to forewarn you that these particular sessions are going to end at 8:45 a.m. Today, tomorrow, and Thursday. And then Friday, we do have Veterans Day. I believe that's a banking holiday, so I will confirm that more so on Thursday, but I do not believe we'll have a trading day that particular day. Just want to warn each and every one of you on that. But again, I will have a further update as we move forward throughout the week. But main point is if I know, right, going back to gratitude, then I'm grateful for all these opportunities that I'm coming my way and I'm chasing and I'm running after them. And I'm grateful that I'm running after them. And I practice that state of gratitude daily. Then I know that then I remember that where I'm at presently, present time consciousness, Dr. Luis Ariaza, he taught me that. And by being in that present state consciousness, I'm not depressed about the past, nor am I anxious about the future. Okay, let's come back. So, all these practices that we had just talked about, meditation, prayer, reflection, deep breathing, gratitude, all these practices will relax your mind and body, calm your spirit, and allow you to be totally present and open to receiving these benefits that will come from the other remaining lifesavers that we're going to go ahead and talk about later into the today, the weeks, the days, etc., which make up the rest of your miracle morning. It's very important that you don't stay in bed for this, and I will attest that one of my things that I've been doing a lot more of when I know it's 4:30, my behind is up and is ready to go, and that I am not staying in bed all day. And preferably you leave your bedroom altogether. And that's what I do. As soon as 4:30 hits, I am very much not only out of bed, but I am running away from my bedroom so I can then do all the things that I do in order to start my morning. Okay. So what I'd like to go ahead and do next is I'd like to talk a little bit more about how I do some of these things, break down specifically what that S practice, that silence practice, is indeed going to look like for you. So let's go with meditation first, right? Because that's essentially what I do first. I put on, it's 4:30, right? So I get up, it's 4:30 in the morning. The first thing I run over to is my headphones that I'm using. And I also use my phone and I put in the 20-minute audio track that I use for my guided meditation. So what that means to meditate is to simply silence or focus the mind for a period of time. It can be more effective than medication. And what this does is there are changes in metabolism, blood pressure, brain activation, and other mind and bodily functions. And I must say the brain activation part is key for me, especially because I need my mind to start thinking as we go ahead and as we start to take some of these trades. We want to make sure that we're doing all the right things. We're moving forward in the right direction. And I certainly cannot have anything that would indeed distract me. Now, this will also alleviate stress and pain, promote sleep, enhance focus and concentration, and even increase lifespan. Requires very little time. And for me, it's a practice that not only burns off stress, but gives me fresh eyes to clarify what's really going on and what really matters, right? So again, there's just so much that goes on in my head, especially with the gratitude I have for the amount of stuff that comes my way. So this meditation allows me to just sit down and allows me to make a mental to-do list that will allow me to say, okay, what is the first important thing that comes to my mind? Every Forex Journey day. That's the first thing. Now, on the weekends, it's a little different. At that point, I would concentrate on the journaling then. So I focus mainly on the Forex trading days on the weekdays and then the journaling on the weekends. So that's not to say I don't do journaling on the weekdays, but I'm not doing it at that particular moment because I have to start with the trading days first. And again, it allows me to take my mind off of all the things. And I always say this to myself that I can't think of every single thing that I need to do throughout a particular day because that will freaking stress me out. However, if I think of each little task that I need to do as sort of a what I like to call a checklist, then that allows me to make sure that I could concentrate on one piece at a time. Kaizen, one step at a time, one piece at a time, one trade at a time, one day at a time. Now, again, what I do is a guided meditation, but there are also individual meditations as well. Now, guided meditations are those in which you listen to another person's voice and receive instructions to help guide your thoughts, focus, and awareness. And for my guided meditation, it's strictly focused on prosperity, abundance, health, and spirituality, because those are my main principles. Those are the main things that I desire my mind to focus on, because those are the things that I want to communicate to you guys as we keep going day by day. Now, there's also individual meditations, and those are simply those you do on your own without assistance from anyone else. Now, you can do that. I certainly don't believe I struggle with those personally. It's not to say that I can't get better, right? I always believe you can improve, but I do say the guided meditations for me are more helpful than, let's say, the individual ones. Now, before beginning your meditation, it's important to prepare your mindset and set your expectations. A time for you to quiet your mind and let go of the compulsive need to constantly be thinking about something, either reliving the past, stressing or worrying about the future, but never living fully in the present. So again, worrying about what I didn't do in the past or what happened in the past, or even being anxious about what happened, what's going on in the future, what are the things I have to get done on this day, instead of concentrating on living in the present moment and focusing in on what the now is. If I didn't do that practice, it would be very detrimental to what I would need to go ahead and do for everybody, throughout these particular days. And so the meditation to me is very important to make sure I'm grounded, I'm centered in the fact that the only thing I need to focus on is just what's going on in the present moment and nothing else. It's a time to let go of your stresses, take a break from worrying about your problems, and be fully present in the moment. Now, we all have problems. I certainly have problems myself. I'm not going to make a laundry list of all my problems because I don't think that's appropriate nor necessary. Yet, I do know that there are problems that I myself am dealing with at this particular moment. And for me, instead of worrying about all the, for lack of a better word, bullshit that's going on, I've focused specifically on just doing this meditation and just thinking about and just in my mind concentrating on the words, thinking about what I'm grateful for, thinking about all of the different amazing things that are coming into my life today. I focus on the right, not focus on what's wrong, right? We just focus on what's right and have full approach. Or, another, like, for lack of a better word, an almost or a full, half full or full approach. That's what that's what I like to call it. But the idea is that I'm just focusing in on it. It allows me to make sure that my choice of meditation allows me to make sure that my choice of focus is set on the right focus and not on anything else. It is a time to access the essence of who you truly are, to go deeper than what you have, what you do, or the labels you've accepted as who you are, which most people have never even attempted to do. Now think about it. We give our society prints labels on us that no matter how far we try to run away from it, they're always there. We don't want them there. We don't desire to have them there, but they're there. And it's a very lonely place to be in when you're the only one who thinks you are something else than what other people tell you to. And so that silence, right? That period of meditation is so important because that is the seconds, minutes that go by that you don't have to listen to that crap. And instead, you can choose to listen on what you want to focus on. What do you desire to have your mind set to? Let me go ahead and take this trade on Cardano, by the way. All right, so we have 2 trades on Cardano. But my point being, right? My point being is, what do we desire to focus on? Not what someone else wants us to focus on, but what do we want to focus on that first hour of the day? What are the things that we want to focus, that we want to make sure is allowing us to stay in the present so that we can guide ourselves towards a better future? We're not thinking about the future in that moment, mind you. But what we're doing, right, what we're doing is we are allowing ourselves to really just think about what we were, what we are truly wanting to go ahead and do as we move forward. What is the person that we want to become? And we don't have to go into all that during the meditation, but the idea is just not to think of anything that would allow you to deviate away from that particular focus. Accessing this essence of who you truly are is often referred to as just being, not thinking, not doing, just being. And we begin by focusing on your breath and taking slow, deep breaths, right? And it's just in that breath right there where it's not, a lot of us go, like that, not fast, shallow breaths that indicate tightness, a sensitivity to the world around us. But the deep breath, allows us to go ahead and be in a more relaxed state of mind, be in a presence that we feel welcomed in, a presence that doesn't judge us, a presence that doesn't alienate us, a presence that, for lack of a better word, is truly who we are. In through the nose, go through the mouth, and be sure to breathe into your belly rather than your chest, right? Just like that. The most effective breathing should cause your belly to expand and not your chest, right? And again, it's uncomfortable when you do something for the first time, mind you. But as you start to continue to really focus in on that particular breathing, then what will happen is that will get a lot easier. And once that gets a lot easier, the practice of meditation will get a lot easier as well. All right, everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and place a buy trade right there. So we are going to be done with Cardano. So we're going to take a little loss on Cardano. That's perfect. No worries. We'll go ahead and wait for our next opportunity right there. Now, I do want to let everybody know that we're currently still on UK oil at the moment. So we're waiting on UK oil. Platinum, nothing there. Silver, nothing there. Gold versus euro, nothing there. XRP, USD, nothing there. Dash USD, nothing there. LTC, USD, nothing there. USO, nothing there. And gold, nothing there as well. So with that being said, I am going to go ahead and allow UK oil to play out as we wait for an outcome right there. And once I have a further update for you guys, I will let you know. All right, everybody. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into a sell trade with LTC USD. And what that is going to ultimately, what we're going to ultimately do is I'm going to close a buy trade that's in profit. So that counts as a sell trade for us. So now we are in a sell trade for LTC USD as we speak. So we are in that sell trade for LTC USD right now. Currently, we are still in a sell trade with UK oil. So we're going to allow this trade to play out for the next 5 minutes. And as long as that sell candle right there, as long as that remains, then we're going to go into another sell trade for UK oil. Other than that, I don't have anything for Cardano, nothing for platinum, nothing for silver, nothing for gold versus euro, nothing for XRP USD, nothing for Dash, nothing for US oil, and nothing for gold versus USD as of yet. So I'm going to continue to monitor these particular trades, and as soon as I have a update for you guys, I will definitely let you know. All right, everybody, I'm going to take another sell trade on UK oil. We can see that the down arrow has shifted over to the current or the previous 30-minute candle. The 30-minute candle closed with the sell arrow still intact. So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves into a second sell trade. We still are in our one LTC USD trade at the moment. So we're allowing that trade to play out. Nothing on Cardano, nothing on platinum. Nothing on silver, nothing on gold versus euro, nothing on XRP versus USD, nothing on Dash versus USD, nothing on US oil, and nothing on gold versus USD as of yet. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and allow these particular trades to indeed play out. And when I have a further update for you guys, I will let you know. All right, everybody. So I'm going to take another sell trade on LTC USD. So I'm going to close another buy trade that's in profit. So we have got now 2 sell trades in LTC. We're still working on a UK oil at the moment for 2 sell trades right there. I'm also getting into Dash for a sell, which essentially means I'm going to close a Dash buy trade that's in profit. Now we have a Dash shell trade going on. So just to recap, I've got 2 UK oil trades, 2 LTC USD sell trades. I have 1 Dash USD trade. Cardano, nothing there. Platinum, nothing there. Silver versus USD, nothing there. Gold versus euro, nothing there. XRP USD, nothing there. And US oil, nothing there. And gold versus USD, nothing there as well. So with that being said, I'm going to continue to monitor these particular trades. And as far as any other updates I can give you guys, I will let you know as soon as I am able to. All right, everybody. So we're going to close out those trades for UK oil right there. So we're able to get a win on UK oil for about 3% of our account balance. So I will go ahead and I will take that. As far as LTC USD is concerned, we're still in that trade, and we're also currently in Dash USD as well. So we're still in those two particular trades right there. Again, we have two sell trades for LTC USD, and we have one sell trade for Dash USD. As far as Cardano, still waiting for an opportunity there. Still waiting for an opportunity on Platinum. Still waiting for an opportunity on silver. Still waiting for an opportunity on gold versus euro. Still waiting for an opportunity on XRP USD. Still waiting for an opportunity on USO, and still waiting for an opportunity on gold versus USD as well. So with that being said, I am going to go ahead and continue to monitor the trades we've got going on, as well as any further opportunities that we can grab. And once I have an update for you guys, I will let you know. All right, everybody. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is based on how the trades are going with, LTC USD, I'm going to go ahead and start to close them out. So we're going to go ahead and close the trades out for LTC USD for right now. I'm going to keep the trades for Dash USD going, as there's a little bit of room right there based on the last area where we had that down arrow mark. So I'm looking at right here. Right here is my closing point, so I will keep my eyes out on that. But I'm done with LTC USD for right now. UKO, I don't have anything on that front. Cardano, nothing right there. Platinum, nothing right there. Silver, nothing right there. Gold versus euro, nothing right there. XRP USD, nothing right there. US oil, nothing right there. And XAU USD, nothing right there as well. So I'll keep my eyes out on specific Dash USD for right now. And when I have a further update for you guys, I will let you know. All right, everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and actually close the trades for the day. As I had alluded to a little bit earlier in today's journey, I am going to prepare for a pre-event for a deep dive training into being on TV, allowing myself to have a bigger marketing presence with Chris Renfield and Jennifer Gottlieb. This is going to be taking place in the next 15 minutes. So I want to go ahead and prepare for that. But I definitely want to make sure we got all of our stuff closed out before we go ahead and we end the trading day today. So with that being said, I once again want to say I am grateful. I want to thank each and every one of you that are viewing day 45 of my Forex trading journey. Grateful for all of the people that are taking value from our days right here and applying it into their own lives so you can live the life that you truly desire. So with that being said, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, feel free to communicate with me either on the YouTube channel comments down below. If you have a question or whatever it is that you need, feel free to put that down below. Be more than happy to get that addressed for you. Or you can also contact me on my following social media channels. My Facebook is Jordan Rosario. My Instagram is Jordan Rosario 777. And my Twitter is WC_Rosario. So with that being said, I hope each and every one of you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day so far. And as always, happy trading.